Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the last game of the Losers Round 5 matchup between KingsIndian and Ihatehairyspiders. It's been a great matchup so far, both sides getting a win, and now it's coming down to this last game. We're looking over here from KingsIndian's perspective. He's in red as the Mori. He has sort of a hybrid spear katana thing going on along with the bow warrior monk, but interestingly he has a katana hero and a yari hero, and his general's already dismounted with a nice spear backline on the back and the sides, along with some katanas and nodachis right in the middle. So hybrids, a lot of spears of different kinds, Naginata monks, and a lot of swords, nodachis and katanas. Looking over here at Hairyspiders, he has a nice little katana section in the middle here. No nodachis from what I see. Also has a bow warrior monk. Nice amount of cavalry here, the Yari cavalry and Great Guard. Some Yari Ashigaru off over here, maybe trying to catch some crabbing, but there isn't any apparently, because we're seeing from KingsIndian perspective over here in the red. So he has no cavalry in this match, absolutely none. He's going to be intending to grind this one out in melee. Hopefully those heroes and the bow monk can maybe come through for him. Actually, he has two bow warriors. Yes, he has two. So going to be very careful. If he can just keep the cavalry away from getting into his melee line, he could grind this one out, because I think he definitely has an infantry advantage here. Just look at those numbers. There's a lot of them. Katana Samurai, not too shabby here for Hairyspiders, though, with, looks like I'm counting five Katana Samurai. And some Yari Ashigaru and Naginata monks, so it will be very interesting to see how this one plays out. It's going to be a grind fest. It's going to be knock him down, slug it out sort of thing. And actually, yes, this Yari Ashigaru is capturing the workshop for Hairyspiders. That could be huge if he gets that. We're going to talk about a battle where you're going to have to grind it out. You need that defensive bonus along with the armor, so both sides trying to get the sword dojo. Looks like neither of them will get it as they're both there. It looks like this is where the battle's going to take place, and a good spot for KingsIndian. Like I said in the last one, fighting in the trees is great when you're going against cavalry, as they get that combat penalty, in the trees. Great Guard making their way all the way around. Spinning his cavalry up on both sides, good idea. So he has multiple avenues of attack. The whistling arrows have already gone out for KingsIndians. They've hit the Yari Ashigaru here. Looks like he's moving up right now to try and get in this line. And both of his bows are targeting the bow warrior monks, it seems, which is a good choice. Get them off the field so it leaves your bow monks with plenty of room to just shoot away at the enemy. And you can put the enemy general under a lot of pressure here if you can rout this bow monk. The bow monks for Hairyspiders actually shooting at the Naginata monks. So he's setting up right here with this nice little spear wall. There's a little bit of a hole here, but there's just no real avenue for the cavalry to attack. This is definitely, I think, how he won against Prussian Prince, just grinding it out and just gave his cavalry nowhere to go. Naginata monks are coming into the Yari Ashigaru line over here, maybe just trying to open up some holes in the defense to get the cavalry in. Bow monks are retreating a little bit away from the back line, giving some room to the swords. It's a good idea. Naginata monks have hardly taken any casualties since all those trees are right in front of them. There are still 107 men. The battle has begun on the infantry side. Just from this Naginata monk here, I thought this Yari Ashigaru engaged, but he hasn't actually. They're just sort of sitting and staring each other down at the moment. Not in spear wall for Hairyspiders. It's going to be very important. I think you should definitely have those in spear wall to make them last as long as you can. Getting his general up there too, just making sure that he's in good shape to attack. And it's actually good, because if he can take out this side here, I mean, if there's no spear units, they're going to be able to block here. This cavalry can come right up from the side and just sweep across and destroy those sword units. I think that's actually a good idea, try to get these Naginata monks over and trying to get them in. Naginata monks are supporting here at 81 men. This unit right here is actually doing a good job just sawing right through these units, being supported by the bow monks. Now, where are these ones shooting? I don't know exactly where the bow monks for KingsIndian are shooting. Since the general has moved up a little bit, I would probably be shooting my bows right into that general. Oh, they're shooting at the cavalry, actually, shooting at the Great Guard in the back. So very interesting. And the katanas moved up now, and looks like they're going to break this Yari Ashigaru. They are wavering on the front line, so KingsIndian is not getting the best of this engagement. Hairyspiders is having very smart engagements up here. And he's actually, very underrated player, I think. He was one of the last of the quote-unquote, unknown sort of players to be in the winner's bracket. He was in the top 8 and got there by beating Admiral Price and other good players. So he's definitely a worthwhile player. They've been talking a little bit about KingsIndian a lot more in this series, but he's a great player. And now look at this, he's opened up a hole. If this Yari cavalry can get in here, they do get stopped by the Naginata monk at 19 men. You gotta hate when that happens. You're trying to get through a hole and there's a unit that just won't rout, so he's sitting here at 17 men blocking that cavalry. I think that if I were Hairyspiders, I might want to be hitting the bows even before the general, because if you can get those bows out, he'll be free to sort of grind away at his infantry, and there's going to be nothing really threatening him or his general. They're actually pulling out the Yari cavalry. What's he doing here? He's just indecisive, doesn't know where to send them. Naginata monks are actually going through. Actually, this is great. Send the Naginata monks to hold down the bows, and I would send the Great Guard, this Yari cavalry, to hit the infantry. No, he's actually pulling off and going into the Naginata monks here, and sending the cavalry into the bows. units are getting routed here on the side for King's Indian. It's going to be very close. I think that Harry Spiders has gotten a very good attack off so far. He could beat this spear wall. We're just going to have to see. The cavalry is streaming through now. The cavalry still at 42 men and in great shape. Hitting these units from the rear. They're steady, but their morale is dropping, and their numbers as well. A big charge from the Great Guard. Oh my god, his general is completely exposed. He has to send this Great Guard right now and hit this general. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. This general is completely exposed. 23 men. Big charge there. 22. It looks like he's going to break this. A very defensive sort of army that King's Indian brought, but Harry Spiders might just have what it takes to win this. Another big charge to hit this flank. Unfortunately, the infantry is routed already. It's not going to be as big as it could be. He needs to get those Naginata monks up. If he can rout this general, to be huge. 9 men. This could be absolutely huge. But his army is starting to break. Just the sheer numbers of King's Indian are starting to overwhelm him. He's still strong here in the middle, and his Naginata monks are moving up to get in the battle now. But this is going to be close. Oh, this general just won't rout. What's he see to 5 men? There he goes. The general has routed for King's Indian. So he's on borrowed time here. We see a lot of wavering here. This could start a chain rout and give Harry Spiders a victory. Can he hold out? Because numerically he has an advantage. If his men can just hold out and not fall to that morale bomb of the general getting routed, he could win this. There goes the Great Guard. They're shattered. Does he have any cavalry left? Doesn't look like it. Harry Spiders has no cavalry left besides this one Great Guard who's tied down at 14 men. It looks like he will get cleaned up. We see some wavering on this Yari Ashigaru. Both sides are wavering. This is going to be very close. Still plenty of numbers here for Harry Spiders. We see the mass wavering. He could end up cracking this nut. That would be so amazing. But the bows are shooting. One's going into the general. I'd be shooting in the melee line, though. He just doesn't have enough time to wear that general down. He's got to be winning this melee fight, and quickly, because he's not going to be able to tear through this general fast enough. Still 26 men. He's got to be shooting into the general. The bows are trying to be some counter archers here and shoot into the bows themselves. And, oh, this is going to be so close. I have no idea who's going to win. There's a lot of wavering, but the general's being engaged now. Maybe with those bows could be enough. Yari Ashigaru trying to block the bows here. Try and save this battle. Even without his general, he could pull this out. What a last stand without the general to be able to win this fight if King's Indian can do it. But it's anybody's game right now. I mean, honestly, it could go either way. 14 men left on that general. Both sides are racing against the clock. Either get routed or the general dies. I think if the general dies too, there's so many men for King's Indian. I think Harry Spiders is going to get a big morale bomb, and that could be the end of his force. But more wavering here on King's Indian side. And Harry Spiders. One unit goes for Harry Spiders. Oh no. Will he be able to hold? The general is wavering at 6 men. This is so close. And it looks like King's Indian is going to win this. Well, maybe not. There's a lot of wavering here. He's got 1, 2. This kind of center is still at 87 men. That's plenty. 33 there. Yari Ashigaru at 136. Oh, this is so close. So many units have routed. We're down to 3 melee units on each side and 1 bow unit for King's Indian. What do we have here? A Yari hero. Oh, these are heroes though. A Yari hero at 20 men, a Katana hero at 15, and a Naginata monk. Oh, it's too close to call. It's still too close to call. Bow warrior monks have gotten into melee just to try and hold things down. We're up against, what do we have here? A Katana samurai, 2 Katana samurai, and a Yari Ashigaru. So close. Katana hero's at 9 men though. He's dying fast. So this Katana samurai very tired there on the samurai. Looks like the Yari Ashigaru is going to go. It's down to this 1 unit. And it looks like the heroes are going to be just that extra nudge to put King's Indian ahead. The bows are shooting at the Yari Ashigaru at 71 men. They're wavering, very tired, 67 men. If this Yari Ashigaru goes, he'll be able to consolidate along this Katana Samurai and probably win. There's some wavering. Katana hero at 5 men and not routing. Yari hero at 18 men. There he goes. King's Indian takes the game. What a close match. Oh my god. Just amazing. I'll see you back on the main menu. What a close game there in game number 3. And a close series. 2 very evenly matched players, but this deep in the tournament, you gotta expect that. 2 great players coming together for such a great match. And unfortunately, that's the end of Harry Spiders' run. He is now out of this tournament. But King's Indian is 1 step closer to challenging to the grand finals. But he's going up against Indie Pride, a very tough opponent as well. There's just no easy matchups from this point out. Just, wow. What a close match. I mean, what can you say? It was just a grind fest with that King's Indian Yari sort of core. No cavalry on his side. It's just a race against the clock with a build like that. left his general exposed and got taken out there by that big cavalry charge, but it wasn't enough for those heroes. That's a great thing. They do inspire units of the same type, so that could just put him over the edge to win. If he didn't bring those heroes, could have been a very different story, but it's all in hindsight now as KingsIndian is moving on. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next match.